Welcome my dear students of class 9B to my history class. Today a new lesson I am going to introduce. Lesson number 8. Name of the lesson is the Delhi Sultanate. Here there are some points: introduction, literary sources, archaeological sources, inscriptions and role of the rulers. Now introduction. You know, the Mahmud of Ghazni means Sultan Mahmud invaded India for 17 times. During the period when he invaded India, the temples were the storehouses of Indian wealth and money, ornaments and valuable things. That's why the invaders targeted the temples. Sultan Mahmud also came from Ghazni in order to plunder Indian wealth and money. First time, second time, third time, fourth time failed. That's why he made repeated attempts in order to plunder Indian wealth and money. He required huge amount of money because the place from where he came to India to invade was economically, socially, culturally backward. That's why he needed money. And that amount of money he wanted to use so as to make his country rich, prosperous and wealthy. That's why he had to invade India for 17 times. Somnath temple of Gujarat, he invaded that very temple 17 times and plundered huge wealth and money. Invested that amount of money in his own country, spent it for the all-round development of his own country, Ghazni. So the invasion of the invasion of Ghazni, the invasion of Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni paved the way for the new dynasties in India, or the new rulers in India. They were Afghans, Turks. They were encouraged, but they had no tendency to invade money and get back to their own country, own place. They wanted to establish a new dynasty, their own dynasty in India. They wanted to rule the country, India. That's why the Turks and the Afghans paved the way of a new dynasty, that was Delhi Sultanate. A number of rulers ruled India as a part of the Delhi Sultanate. A number of informations we get from different historians, different travelers of different countries of the world who visited during that time. We come to know about the history of the Delhi Sultanate from their writings. The Delhi Sultanate, ruled India from 1206 to 1526. And during this period, there came a remarkable development in the field of administration, in the field of politics, in the field of literary achievements, literary, skills, in the field of archaeological development. Under their special care, there came huge development during this period, 1206 to 1526 CE. There are certain sources of history of Delhi Sultanate. These sources are literary sources and archaeological sources. Now, what are literary sources? A number of historians, as I mentioned earlier, wrote about the Delhi Sultanate. We come to know from their writings about the administration of the Delhi Sultanate, their architecture, their, technique of ruling the country. So these earliest literary records of Muslim chronicles communicated a message to the Indians that the rulers of the Delhi Sultanate, they were the patrons of chronicles, historians, foreign travelers, and with the help of this, a number of books were written and published. By the year 1359 CE, a number of books were published under the royal patronage of the Delhi Sultanate. These books are the valuable informations of the Delhi Sultanate, and from their writings we come to know about the style of administration, their merits, their skills, their talents. For example, Ibn Battuta, one foreign traveler, came to the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and from the writing of Ibn Battuta, we come to know about the administration of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Marco Polo, other foreign travelers also came and embraced the courts of different rulers under Delhi Sultanate. It was Chand Bardaj Prithviraj Raso, the most important and famous book, gives us detailed information about the war between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan. We come to know about it. The two battles fought between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan. The first battle of Tarain and the second battle of Tarain. We come to know about it. We come to know that during the first battle of Tarain, Muhammad Ghori was defeated by Prithviraj Chauhan, but in the second battle of Tarain, Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated by Muhammad Ghori, and Muhammad Ghori established a new rule in India. The Turks came to India to rule. He left his, representative to rule the country, but he himself got back to his own place. Now, what are archaeological sources? There are certain archaeological sources. Number one, inscriptions. 2 monuments, 3 coins. What are inscriptions? Inscriptions means some written documents which were left by the chronicles, left by the historians, and some of it are not legible. These are illegible. We can't understand what is written, but some of it are still carry the image of the Delhi Sultanate. The Delhi Sultanate can boast of their rich culture, can boast of their archaeological talents and skills. A number of monuments were constructed by the rulers of the Delhi Sultanate. From time to time, we get to know about them from different writings of different chronicles and historians. We come to know about the relationship between the Hindus and Muslims during that period, and coins which were discovered by the historians and archaeologists proved to be very, very useful. We come to know we are able to make chronology of the rulers of the Delhi Sultanate because of these coins which were available from there, from different places of the areas from where they ruled the country. Now certain inscriptions, a number of inscriptions beginning from 12th century which are found in and resulted and around Delhi and ultimately reconstruct the history of this period. It helps us in order to reconstruct the history of the Delhi Sultanate. This consists of land grants made rulers and nobles, descriptions of battles, descriptions of administrative skills of different rulers of the Delhi Sultanate. We come to know from it. In addition to copper couplets, inscriptions are found on arms, seals, signets. They are found on tombs. They are found on forts, such as inscription in Hughes Khas, which tells us about the about the skills, talents of the rulers of the Delhi Sultanate. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and the other rulers who ruled the country during the period of Delhi, under Delhi Sultanate, Iltutmish, Razia Sultana, Firuz Shah Tughlaq. They all established a strong administration. How did they establish law and order? And how many monuments, palaces they constructed? Each and every informations are given by the by the chronicles, by the writers, by the travelers in their books. And from these books we come to know about the magnificent palaces and monuments which are constructed by the rulers of the Delhi Sultanate. It helps us to acknowledge their qualities. It helps us to know about their talents, their skills. And by reading these books, we come to know about the age under the ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. The books which are deciphered, some of it now are published by the Asiatic Society of India for the students, so that they must go through the history of the Delhi Sultanate, the history under the medieval period. Each and every book is the valuable source of knowledge of the Muslim age, the Delhi Sultanate, up to this, my dear students. Thank you.